authorities should approach this the negotiation? In your view, what should they take onto the table in terms of policies and how that can benefit the Ghanaian people entirely?
Yeah, in fact, it is important that when you are going to negotiate with the IMF, you go prepared. I mean, with your own, program, and then of course you go and negotiate with them. It doesn't mean that, you get everything that you take to the table, but it is better to be prepared than to go and have everything imposed on you. Well, I believe that, as I've said, it is about stabilizing the economy, closing the budget gap. So your policies, should be tailored, to that end. And I expect that we'll propose that maybe we'll strengthen, revenue mobilization. We will also cut down on some expenditures.
For example?
Of course, if you go into expenditure, there are a lot of rigidities in our expenditure. Compensation, for instance, is a very large item in the expenditure.
That's salaries.
Yes, public sector compensation, salaries, wages, benefits, allowances, and it is huge. So you need to go in there and see what kind of cuts can you make. In fact, seriously, we should even be considering downsizing the public sector. But this is not something that you can do, within the short-term time frame of the program. But at least you should start from somewhere. We've been talking about public sector reforms, forever. No government has been bold enough to undertake, those measures. The public sector needs to be right-sized. I'll say right-sized, downsized, so that they can be more productive, and then also we can remunerate them better. Because I'm not sure that, even though we are saying public sector compensation is high, I'm not sure that civil servants will agree with me that their salaries are high. But it's because they are too many, so you can't pay them well. Then even we should be looking at the size of the executive, government itself. 86 ministers, that is still huge, I don't know whether the IMF will be bold enough to insist that, that is cut down. And our interest now has become a big burden on the budget. But of course, it's because we have this huge debt. So once you go, along to try and reduce the debt stock, the debt service will also, naturally come down. We pay a lot of money, earmarked revenue to statutory funds, GET fund, District Assembly's Common Fund, Road Fund, National Health Insurance Fund. All those funds need to be reformed, to make sure that they are efficient and then they are fit for purpose. And then you look at government spending on general goods and services. You can go in there and see, in terms of administration, medical expenses, travel, entertainment. You need to go in there and see what cuts you can make. Because I can also see that when it comes to the structure of the budget, recurrent expenditure, consumes a very large part of the budget disproportionately, and capital expenditure has been squeezed. We need to do a kind of rebalancing, because capital expenditure is the one that will generate growth, and not recurrent expenditure, which is mainly consumption expenditure.